Are you not able to complete your task on time? Are you always jumbling between your family responsibility, your work responsibility, not able to manage your time, not having clear clarity in your mind, and you're depending too much on your memory to remind you to do things and end up forgetting things and not able to achieve your projects or your work responsibilities on time? And in today's video, I'm going to share with you simple tools and strategies and also simple apps that you can use on a daily basis, which will really improve your productivity, help you achieve your targets by 5 to 10 times more faster, and have a lot more time in your hand to enjoy things that you really want in your life. Hi, my name is Gurudath Kamath, a life transformation coach, a habit and a productivity coach. And I'm really thankful that you're here because I'm on a mission to help and transform 1 million people become more productive, more healthy, and more happy in their life to simple habit and productivity changes. So, thank you so much for tuning into today's video, and let's jump into today's training video. The number one thing that you need to focus on is having a to-do list. It is very, very, very important to write your task and list of tasks that you need to complete on a daily basis. One habit that I do is every night before I go to bed, I make sure I write my to-do list so that I'm aware and I know exactly what needs to be done tomorrow morning when I wake up. This is a very simple hack. When you take maybe 2 to 3 minutes of your time before you go to bed, have a book where you make note of the list of tasks that you need to complete for tomorrow. This really helps you to wake up with a lot of powerful intention, more clarity, and more direction in your life. Another thing what you can do is using apps. One app which I really recommend is called as the Todoist app. This is the app which is, you also have the free version, you also have the premium version. The free version is also more than enough for you to write your daily to-do list. It's very, very, very powerful. Now try this out because this really helps you. You also have a mobile app which you can download and make a list of your to-do list, or if you're comfortable you can make notes in your mobile phone, or you can also make notes on a diary. So having a to-do list is very, very, very important because don't keep everything in your mind, don't depend on your memory. It's very important to make a note of things on a daily basis, of the things that you want to achieve, so that we remind ourselves on a consistent basis. So number one thing that is very important, to have a to-do list and write down your list on a daily basis. The second thing that is important is to have a not to do list. It is very important to not only write what you need to do in your life, but it is also important to write a list of things that you are not supposed to do. Right? It's very, very, very important to give direction to your mind of things that is not important. So this is something that I do on a weekly basis, where I draw 3 columns in my journals and I write 3 columns. Is one thing I write is the things I need to stop doing, the things I need to start doing, and the things I need to continue doing. So when I segregate these things on columns, on things that I need to do and things I should not do, it becomes more easy for my mind to segregate things and categorize the things on categorize the task on a much easier manner. So it's very important to make a habit that at least once in a week you take some time and also make things a list of things that you should not do in your life, because that is also very, very, very important. The third most important thing is you need to have a calendar. You need to sort things on your calendar. Just writing in your to-do list is not going to help you. You have to have a calendar. Most of the successful people, they follow a calendar, and that is what keeps you in check with your time, because having a daily or a weekly calendar really makes a huge difference. So I usually use my MacBook calendar. You can use a Google calendar, whatever laptop you're using or the mobile phone you're using. So I make sure I sort my calendars every week, whatever the sessions that I have, my coaching sessions, my content creation, my housework, my gym workouts, my one-to-one sessions, all of these things. I make sure my temple visits or whatever that is, my family commitments, I make sure I put it in my calendar, because this is really helps me to get a clear clarity of my week and what and all the activities are there in my weekly schedules, and everything is there in one screen. So it helps me plan my week in a much better manner. So make sure whatever the task that you write in your calendar, whatever the task that you write in your to-do list, put it in your weekly calendars. Preferably use an Apple calendar or a Google calendar, which is for absolutely free, and this will really make a huge difference when it comes to your productivity. Number 4 is simply using a sticky note to remind you to do things. Okay, simply using a simple sticky note and writing things down and stick it on your laptop or stick it on your wall. This really makes a huge difference. There's a lot of sticky notes out there in the market. You can get anything you want. Preferably go to Amazon. This is something that I use, the 3M Post-it stickies, because it really helps you to be more productive. It really helps you to remind, because a lot of time we need reminders, right? A lot of time we forget things because we're not able to remind ourselves, and sticky notes is one of the easiest and the simplest way to remind ourselves of the things that we need to achieve. You can also have sticky note apps that are there on laptops, which I also use. MacBook has stickies. You get some free apps on the internet which you can download for absolutely free and leave some sticky notes. Preferably what I also do, I also leave sometimes sticky notes on my bathroom mirror, on my dressing table, so that I remind myself of the important task that I know that I need to do. So it's a very simple hack, but a very powerful hack of using a lot of sticky notes to remind yourself of the things that you need to do. The number 5th one, which is very, very, very powerful, is using a whiteboard, right? Having a whiteboard on your wall where you are able to jot down your ideas, you are able to put down anything that is running in your mind, any new concepts, any new ideas. So, I have in my office, I have a whiteboard where I keep writing my ideas, my notes, my reminders, whatever that is. I make a plan, and a lot of things I do on my whiteboard. So it's very simple. Like I said, there are a lot of options there in the Amazon. This is something which will really, really make a huge difference on your productivity, is having a whiteboard somewhere in front of you where you're able to jot down your daily plans, your ideas, or if you're a content creator, writing ideas on the videos you want to create. If you're a businessman, ideas on how to improve your business or whatever that is. Even writing reminders, putting your sticky notes on these whiteboards makes a huge difference, right? So have a wall where you put this whiteboard and you keep using this whiteboard and reminding yourself of the things that you need to do. You can also put photos of your favorite memories and stuff. So use a productivity wall where you're able to write and give cues for your brain that these are the tasks that you need to complete. The 6th one is using an app blocker. A lot of time we feel distracted when you're working on something, right? I'm sure you have gone through this, that when you're doing some important task, we feel like scrolling to social media, checking WhatsApp, going to YouTube. So it's very important though that when you're working, using some app blockers. The one that I recommend is something called the app block. There are a lot of apps in the market, but get an app blocker, because you can block apps whenever you feel like. For example, you want to use YouTube for only 1 hour, so you can only give a time limit that YouTube for 1 hour. The app will get blocked for the next 23 hours, right? So that way you are able to block a lot of apps, a lot of sites, certain sites which is disturbing you. You can also put a block on a daily basis, on a weekly basis. You can put a limit. This really helps you. There are a lot of free apps also on the internet. There are a lot of premium apps. Depending on your budget, you can select an app which will really help you to block all the apps that is distracting you from being more productive. Number 7 is using a productivity app is really going to help you. And the one that I recommend, which I use, which is actually for free, there's also a premium version of that. But in the free version itself, you can do a lot of magic in this app. So I'm going to take you through my mobile screen, something that I use. It's called a Tick. Okay, this is the app where you can write your to-do list in this. You can also, one second. You can write your to-do list. You can also, have a calendar. You can also, use the Eisenhower matrix where you can segregate or categorize your tasks depending upon urgent, not important, very urgent. So you can put them into these columns and you can color code them. And not only that, you also have a timer. You can use a Pomodoro timer where you can work for 25 minutes, put a timer and give a break and then again continue. So it's a very, very, very powerful app. It's called the Tick Tick app. I'm gonna put the link in the description so that you can download the app. There's a free version. There's also a premium version. The free version is also good enough to get started. Once you feel you're comfortable, you can upgrade to the premium version. But there are a lot of apps in the market on productivity app, which really helps us to be more productive. Make use of the technology, because uh, technology is there to make our life much easier. Rather than the technology controlling our life, we need to use technology to control our own life, right? And the best way to do that is by using productivity app. So you can do your own research, but this is something, a very easy app called as Tick Tick. Use that app, and also let me know your feedback in the comments below. Alright, the last tip that I want to give you is keeping a journal. Really makes a huge difference when you have journal. There are a lot of journals in the market. Writing your journals on a daily basis, right? The journal is something where, so there are ready-made journals right now in the market. Something that I use is this one. It's called as it's a affirmation notebook. It's got gratitude journaling. It's got a to-do list in it. It's got learning sessions in it. It's got a calendar in it. If you prefer writing things, keeping things in a journal with all the options available, this is something that I recommend you to buy. I'm gonna put the link in the description. If you really want, you can get this. It's a really powerful, simple and powerful journal, because journaling has really changed my life. When I'm stressed, I write. When I'm bored, I write. When I'm anxious, I write. When I'm feeling grateful, I write. So writing really has improved my productivity a lot, and journal is one of the best way. If you don't know what to write, the best thing is to buy a journal like this, which I showed you, which is a preset template. There are already sections where you can go and write. So it really simplifies the process of journal writing. Alright, so these are the 8 powerful and simple things that you can do in your life. You don't have to do something very complicated in your life to be more productive. Just making simple changes on a daily basis, simple habit changes, simple routine changes is going to make a huge difference in your life. Alright, and I conduct free workshops on how you can improve your productivity. I have a community of more than 1,100 people where I consistently train my community on improving habits, improving routines, setting right goals, having a structured plan. If you're really interested, I'm going to put the link of my next free webinar, which I'm going to do a free masterclass. You can join it for absolutely free and experience the kind of services that I provide, the coaching that I provide, which is really going to help you improve your productivity in your life. And I promise you, this is going to be one of the best masterclasses you will ever attend. So if you're really interested, the link is given below. You can register for absolutely free. And thank you so much for tuning into today's video. I'm really happy, grateful that you're here, and I hope I've added some value in your life today. Let me know your learnings below in the comment section. What did you learn from this video? And if you have more productivity apps and tools that you use, also please share in the comment section so that me and everybody who's watching this video can learn from each other. Alright, so thank you so much for tuning into today's video. I wish you all the best.